Welcome back, SUNANDBASS family. Of course, it's Reminisce, hosted by me, Bailey. We're talking to people in and around SUNANDBASS who have had great experiences there. And today we're talking to, well, all the way from the other side of the world right now. It's Felicity. Some call her Felicity, some call her Fez. But what do you
Everyone
prefer?
calls me Fez. Everyone calls me
You
Fez.
prefer Fez?
Well, I don't have a choice. That's what I'm called.
Okay, we're talking to Fez from Sydney. Uh, some of you might have seen at SUNANDBASS regularly, but not just any old body. This lady has been promoting drum and bass in Sydney, Australia for, gosh, how many years is it now?
Well, the whole of Australia since the beginning.
Okay, and you're based in Sydney though, right?
I've been based in Sydney since 2000.
Right, and you have Haunted Science. We were
Yeah.
reminiscing just before this in our own time. With
Oh,
I played for you at No Frills
yes, you did. A long time ago.
way back in the day, and you have
Great set, by the way.
sorry.
Great set.
Oh, thank you, thank you. And you, you also have an Amsterdam chapter of Haunted Sites as well.
Yep. We've had Haunted Science definitely in Amsterdam for many years now. And so I guess it's, gosh, I lose count of years.
Yeah.
We've just been doing this for a long time.
So, truthfully, really, just in terms of drum and bass generally, you're quite an important person in terms of your contribution. So we salute that for sure. You know what I mean?
I've definitely been a major player in the Australian drum and bass scene. I started out pretty much in Adelaide,
Hmm.
early jungle days, with the Rumble crew, and made my way to Sydney. I've done basically touring, international touring and events.
Yeah.
I brought a lot of people over here.
I should imagine over this amount of time. I should imagine. Let's talk now about Sun and Bass. You've how many years have you been there now?
Oh gosh, I lose count of that too because I am
Okay.
getting old now. I think about 10 years. Missed one or two due to personal things,
Yeah.
but I think over about 10 years, maybe about 10 times, something like that. But a long time, a long time. I love Sun and Bass. I love Sardinia. I love
Yeah,
drum
no,
and bass.
we all, it's the people and the place and everything
Yeah, it
about
is.
it. Yeah. Um, let's talk about 2 points here then. Let's firstly talk about uh, a special track for you at Sun and Bass, one that you just love to hear when you're there, one that's done, not big things for you, but just like a good memory. What would that track be?
Well, you know, I decided to choose this particular track because I think there's so many fantastic tunes that everyone will talk about. And what's really personal to me is probably um, a tune by Spirit.
Hmm.
I'm going to get a bit teary here. But I've chosen the Phantom Force remix by Spirit and Digital, but it was the remix by Spirit, and it was one of the last things that he did do
Hmm.
before he passed. And it was very hard for me to work out what tune I wanted to play with you because after his passing, I didn't really want to listen to a lot of his tunes. Um, but the reason that it's special for me is because I had so many great times with Duncan
Hmm.
Spirit at Sun and Bass. He became a very good friend. And I remember the last time I was at Sun and Bass, just I felt very sad because I was so used to just listening to him laugh and his ridiculous jokes and he just gave me so much shit, like 24/7 gave me so much shit, and I love a person that can give me shit.
Yeah.
I gave him a lot of shit too, but I just it was very difficult for me without him there. And so when you ask me what tune will make me forever think about Sun and Bass, it was that one.
Yeah.
Because that was like the last gift he gave us, right?
Hmm.
And
Yeah, let's just play a bit of it, yeah?
yeah, well, hang on a minute, I've just got to get in spirit dance mode, right? Let's
Okay.
go.
Ready?
Invoke the dark
Well, they're
room. Here we
coming
go.
like just before the drop, so we can just hear like the main, like the punch of the drop, okay?
Oh, I know, I'm just gonna love this bit. Figure out to the Bruxtown Warriors.
Wait. Let me go back, man.
Where's the
Victory.
drop, man? You know what I love the most about Spirit is just his super chuggy, his super chugginess, right? I've had so many good times on the dance floor at a Spirit set.
Yeah, that's better.
That's it, baby.
Hey, you know what? You're quite a good little mover, you ain't ya?
You actually said that to me back in the day when
Did
you
I?
came out. You were like, "Who taught you to dance like that?" And I
Got
was
a
like,
nice
"I'm
little
a
groove
jungle."
going on there.
Yeah, come on, I'm old school. Oh,
Um,
no, Spirit stuff blesses my heart, man. Like, I will say one thing. There was this time that I was at Sun and Bass, and I was next to my mate Meriton and some of the Bruxtown Warriors, big up guys, the Belgian guys. And we were on the floor, and it was Spirit and Digital, and it was the last year that Spirit and Digital played together. Not the one where Loki was on the mic. It was the one before that set in the gazebo. Oh my God. Like my mouth dropped to the floor. I just remember looking at Meriton just going, what the fuck are we listening to? Sorry if I'm not supposed to swear, but what the fuck are we listening to? And like, it was like when we talked about it afterwards, we were like just buzzing for so long about it's a game changer. This is a game changer in drum and bass, because what he was doing was he was playing his set and then layering all these drums and stuff over the top. And, you know, we're complete drum and bass nerds. We were losing our shit. We were losing our shit. And that's one of my favorite memories of Sun and Bass, actually, because, you know, just game changer shit.
well, you've kind of automatically answered the next part that I was going to go to anyway. So that was your
No,
favorite.
I've got a nice romantic one.
Yeah. Okay. So I will say this about Spirit. His laughter was definitely like super infectious. You know what I mean? And he was always an upbeat and just a gorgeous and how do you describe this guy? He's really upbeat
A
and
little shit.
he's like a little ray of sun. You know what I mean? That guy. You
No,
know,
he's a little shit.
he's lovely. Of course.
He was always a little shit, and that's what I loved about him.
Yeah.
He had the best sense of humor and a great laugh, and he was a sensitive guy. And but what a bloody legend he was.
Yeah.
Absolute legend.
I mean, I loved it when he came to Southern Bass because people are so much on, at times, so much kind of in tune with what they maybe think they should be playing at times. Some DJs, some people. But he just was like, I like breakbeats and I like the rave scene, and that's what's in my music, and that's what I'm going to play. And he stuck to it. And that contrast was always needed. You know what I mean? He came off the
He
set one
brought us
time.
so
He came to
yeah.
the decks one time and he was like, "Oh God, I don't know if I did the right thing here. It was a bit breakbeat." I said, "Well, it's kind of we kind of need that. We can't have it adds to the variety." You know what I mean? So
Well, what was really interesting is that he had such a passion for the scene and the culture, and he was bringing about I think he started what was called the Alliance just before he passed. He was bringing back Alliance. We spent a lot of time philosophizing, and not just him. There's a lot of people involved in this, philosophizing about where the music's going, where the culture's going, where the culture is being lost, and bringing it back to its original form of drum and bass, and he had such a heart. And there was a little bit of there was something lost when we lost him, and because there was a lot of people actually working towards retaining, and not in a D and Boomer kind of way. It was about bringing it back to its classic sound, and so, you know, he was trying to bring back that real like chuggy, gritty drum and bass sound, and it was game changing at the time.
absolutely.
Yeah, and we definitely, when we lost him, we lost that. You know, a lot of people were just like, I don't want to do it that way now, sort of out of respect.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, but there's been plenty of other people that have gone on and been, everyone that I know and love has been massively influenced by Spirit. He has left a legacy of incredible music, and I'm just honored to have called him a friend. So
Absolutely.
thank you for playing that tune for him and
Yeah,
me.
thank you for choosing it. And those are beautiful words all the way through, man. So I really appreciate it. It's lovely to hear that. Thank you. You got me a bit, I'm kind of a bit funny now as well.
Well,
Thank you.
I'm going to cry in a minute. So.
Let's talk now about that personal moment for you at Sun and Bass. A moment for you where it was just like only Sun and Bass could bring you that vibe, a real special moment for you. What would that moment be?
Well, you know, I thought about that question quite long and hard, and I don't have one.
Really?
The thing with Sun and Bass is it's one of the most incredible festivals I've ever been to in my life. And that's why I kept coming back. I have to give respect to Erica Strife from New York, who forced me to come. I originally thought that it was going to be a bit of a liquid fest and not really my thing. Not that I don't like liquid, but just that I thought it would be a bit of a liquid fest.
Hmm.
And she forced me, and I fell in love. I absolutely fell in love, and I went back every year that I could. But in terms of special moments, and I thought about this, one of the things that, and maybe because it's been a couple of years now where we haven't been, is in the early days, I used to have the rave yard. And I think everyone's had their own rave yards, and I've been to quite a few people's rave yards. And a rave yard, for those that don't know, is just where everybody's staying in a certain area, and it just gets a bit crazy after and before the parties. But for many years, I had a rave yard with the Austrians. So it was the Austrians and the Australians and our rave yard. And we used to have barbecues and hang out. It was actually at Bal Harbour Residency. So it was next door to Bal Harbour. I actually remember we were doing jerk chicken, and you walked through with A-sides. And you were like, what's going on here? Because we had all the jerk chicken cooking on our barbecue.
Right, yeah.
You're like, oh, hang on a minute. But those years that I spent with the Austrians in our rave yard were just magic. We had so many good times, and we formed such wonderful friendships. And I guess I'm pointing that out because, you know, the one thing about Sun and Bass that has been the best thing ever is just meeting people from all over the world.
Mm.
And I have formulated some incredible friendships with people from all over the world, like from Russia to definitely the Bruxtown Warriors in the Belgians, the Austrians. You know, I'm so grateful and thankful to have met everybody, you know, people from everywhere at Sun and Bass. It's my life is blessed. Drum and bass never made me any money, but my life is terribly enriched because of the people I met on the journey.
The community of people is definitely strong over there.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't have anything like, oh, I got married or proposed to. I know people that do, but
Yeah,
I don't have anything like that. I just,
you know, from
sorry.
someone who's been into the racing in the UK from when it started, the level of unity is on parallel with the early days of when the racing first come together, and you had, like, for the first time, a lot of different walks of life coming together, and just not focusing on those differences, just focusing only on the music. And that's the feeling I get at Sun and Bass as well. Yeah.
It's a beautiful community. It's a beautiful village.
Fez, aka Felicity from Haunted Science, thank you for your time. Really appreciate
Thank
this.
you, Bailey. It's
I
nice
really
to
enjoyed
see
the
and
chat.
talk with you.
Really enjoyed it.
Oh,
Go on.
I will say that Stefano and Martina, who are the promoters of Sun and Bass, are actually still in Australia. And on Sunday, I'm going to their farewell.
Mhm.
So that's a good sign that Sun and Bass will be on next year.
I know, right? I know. But they would have done it anyway, I think. They would have done it.
Oh,
I don't
well,
know how
they've been in
creative.
Australia for, I guess, 2 years now.
Right. So,
And so I'm going to go and see them on Sunday to bid them adieu. And I think that's a very good sign. So hopefully we'll see what happens. The world is crazy right now. But hopefully we can all see each other again. And can I just say, I just want to give a big love to all my Euro friends and special love out to Seba. I was trying to mention him, but sorry, Seba. Loxy Gluten Pressure. I am an advocate of the gazebo, the dark room at Ripping Bar.
yeah, okay.
It's not just all love and light like all my girlfriends seem to be in the other room. It's all about my crew in the dark room. I love Sun and Bass. I'll be back. Thanks, baby.
Thank you, babes. Take care. I'll speak to you another time. Ah.